Your snake's not eating within this winter season, and you're asking yourself, you're doing everything you can, and nothing seems to have your little one take its food. So today I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about that. And if you're new to the channel, just know that here I talk about keeping and breeding balls, but also I have leopard geckos and a beautiful beardy behind me. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. I guess this boy right here, this is Timothy, and he will be helping me with the video. But let's talk about why your very own ball not eating food. And to be honest, it is because of the season. Wintertime, snakes just seem to don't want to eat. They just don't feel like they have much of an appetite, and that's totally normal. And you don't need to freak out, because really and truly it's just natural. It's just, for instance, they're having their body slow down from eating as much and just pretty much going like a hibernate state. Not entirely, it's pretty much their metabolism is just slowing down, so they just don't need food as much. It's pretty much like a bear when he eats a lot before deep winter, then he hibernates, but it's still alive, you know what I mean? So pretty much that's the condition your snake is in, because one of my girls in the back haven't been eating, and it's ever since the first day we got snowfall down here where I'm at. So don't freak out. I'm going to talk about some stuff that you can do to kind of help jumpstart that. Well, the first thing you can do is don't stop offering food. Still offer it food. If it's taking frozen thawed, try pre-kill. If pre-kill doesn't work, try live. Try to lower the size of the prey, stuff like that, cause that does work. For one of my boys, he wasn't eating for a week, lowered the prey size, and he chowed down, so that's good. Again, my other girl on the other hand, she hasn't eaten, but I'm still working with her on it, and I'll show you the beauty herself. This beautiful girl, this is my albino pastel. Her name is Banana, but this girl doesn't want to eat for any reason at all. And I've been doing a few number of things. I've been giving her frozen thawed live, smaller. I even gave her pre-kill, and she just sniffs it, does her little thing, and then just leaves it. And she hasn't lost much weight. Sorry, she only lost 5 grams since I've been weighing her, since she stopped eat, and that's totally normal. For some balls, they won't lose any weight at all, even though they haven't been eating for a little bit. But again, still try to provide prey for your beautiful balls and everything. Another thing too that you can do is pretty much raise the temps 1 or 2 degrees, just a little bit higher, and that will help them to stay on that feeding response. Because you might not know it, but wherever you're having your balls, the temperature might have dropped also within that room, so that could also significantly play a role in how these beautiful ones are reacting. So got to stay on top of it, make sure that you're doing everything possible that you can to help them. Also, their enclosure, you might have to change it up just a little bit, just to help them to get kickstart back into it. This girl, she hasn't been eating for a month now, and I'm gonna try my very best to make sure she gets back on food. But if your ball is doing the same thing, just know that literally the winter time takes a play in that, because this girl, she crushes food. She's a rescue, and she never passed up food until the first day, well, the first week of snow, and now she's just chilling. And for me, I was getting a bit scared, and I've been like, yo, what's happening? Am I doing something wrong or something? But nope, it's just because of the winter season. So just stay on top of it. Make sure you record your little balls' weight, because you don't want them to lose a lot of weight and everything. But I'll also talk to you about some stuff that you could do if push comes to shove, your little one's not eating and it's just life or death, God forbid. So one of the things that kind of sucks in a life or death scenario, which I hope no one is experienced, but I'm just gonna be talking about it anyway. The best thing you can do is try to assist feed your little one. So assist feeding is pretty much where you hold your ball by the face. I'm not doing anything to you, mama. Right? And then you would like open its jaw, and then you would literally put the rodent in its mouth, have it clamp on it, and then hopefully it takes the prey. That's what assist feeding is. And then you have something called force feeding, which I don't like at all. I had to do it to one of my balls in the past because she was losing significant weight and she was just not eating. So I do understand, but reason being why assist feeding and force feeding isn't good, because if these guys regurgitate their food, it's really bad for them. It makes them even stay off for food for longer, and it's just not a happy day for anyone. So again, don't do that until it's life or death. For me, this girl, she hasn't lost much weight, so I'm not too worried. But if push comes to shove, if it was getting really bad, I would have to try and do that to make sure she get back onto that food response. But yeah, it's a sad case, but it does happen, and it does work and it does help, but sometimes it doesn't. So again, it all comes down to you, the owner, to make that decision for your very beautiful animals out there. Going back to something I said, again, these guys, they use heat to digest their food as they are cold-blooded. So if you're offering them food and they don't feel like where they are in their environment, it's not hot enough to break down the food, that's another reason why they don't take their food. So you just have to understand that. And again, when it comes down to the winter time, just raise your tub or tank's temperature just a tad bit, because room temperature also drops, which means everything also drops. Aside from that, just understand that these guys are more active in the night, so they most likely eat nighttime. So that's why you just have to feed it. If your ball always takes in the day, right, let's try it in the night. Let's try it in the night. It will help it a lot if it's not taking food. So just understand that when certain things happen, like them going off food during the winter time, it's just a naturalistic thing, and you just have to make it where they're in the right conditions where they will be susceptible and comfortable to eat food. Why am I telling you this? And this little one isn't eating because this little one is just going through her naturalistic behavior of not wanting to eat because it's the winter time, and that's totally fine. But for everyone out there, I'm just saying, mitigate it and just make sure that you understand that it can totally be natural, but just make sure to take the extra precautions and give it all the opportunities to be able to take its meal. And with that, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys got something or learned something from this. I really want to be able to help you guys out, so drop a comment about this video or future videos you would like me to see. And I have some great things in the works coming, and a beautiful reviews about equipment that I will be having soon, so stay tuned for that. And also, thank you everyone for watching me get here and being a part of the reptile community. I really appreciate it, or anything like that, because really and truly, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be making these beautiful vids. So I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.